Greetings. Hello everyone. How are you doing today? One more day and the end of the week is upon us. Hope you guys are doing marvelously good. Day 9 of Triangle Strategy. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to farm a bit of experience points in the last few days. But hopefully that is not going to be much of a problem on the next adventures we make. Hopefully, even though some of the enemies are getting a bit painful to fight. The roster itself is not doing bad though. So maybe we can do this perfectly fine on this playthrough. By the way, I had a lot of text that I did not read. Who I ended up promoting Anna with the item we got on the last stage. Time to buy the books and learn more about what is happening in the world, because I have these much pending. There we go. Fleet-footed. Battle cry. Use that? No, I think I'm going to go with quietest points. Get one more. Why not? Okay, so going into War Chronicle notes. Beagle's Nature Records. The plain of Glenbrook, which spreads across the center of the realm, are a fertile area enriched by the river's waters. The central area has been cleared away and established as the breadbasket of Norcelia, known for its bountiful grain harvest. To the south lies a vast forest wherein tigers are rumored to roam. There are numbers of Glenbrook legends regarding kings and warriors who hunted these beasts, which likely came from a time when that forest was covered more of the plains. Hawks are also known to inhabit various areas across the plains. Their shrewd conduct and gallant figure is known to all who live in the area, and they are beloved by the kingdom's people as a symbol of strength and pride. The hawk upon House Wolford's crest is a perfect example of that adoration. In the northern reaches of the realm lie the Norcelian Mountains. They are the source of the Norcelian River, and the blizzards surrounding their ice and snow-covered peaks prevent any from passing through. The summit is a harsh place where not even birds dare fly. Beneath the ground, however, runs vein rich in iron, copper, silver, and more. The people of Hesfrost eventually managed to reach these veins and open several mines. Prospectors looking for iron deposits should first seek out the alpine plant known as ferrum weed. Tiny red flowers sprout from this weed black leaves. The plant itself can only be found in areas rich in iron. Red and black, the colors of the Grand Duchy, are said to represent fire and iron, but may also stand for the colors of ferrum weed. The Norcelian Mountains are also major habitat of great hawks. Great hawks, both intelligent and large enough to carry a rider upon their backs, were once known to nest all across the realm, but are now rarely seen outside the mountains. Due to the difficulties of artificial breeding, these mountains are considered a very suitable place for hawk riders and any who uses birds when sending missives. In the northern reaches of the realm lie the Norcelian... in the east sprawl a barren desert wasteland known as the Hysentian Sands, home of the Source. A tributary of the Norcelian River runs through the area, but its waters are not matched for the desert's soaring temperatures and harsh sunlight. At night, however, temperatures sink below freezing. Aside from High Sands capital developed around the source and the western part of the sands, the area is entirely unsuitable for living. Several small oases dot the depths of the sands, and herds of wild horses gather around these watering holes. They are robust creatures, having lived in the desert's harsh conditions, which makes them a perfect fit for any army's cavalry. Nations are willing to pay a high price for these horses. The famed Hysantian cavalry horses are also taken from the sands. Many attempts have been made to reach the ends of the sands over the course of a time, but none have succeeded. Although countless people enter the deserts in search of adventure or riches, few return. Delving into the Hysantian sands is no matter to be taken lightly. One must be willing to risk their very life when stepping foot into the wilderness. The Salt Iron War, Part 3. The Salt Iron War claimed the lives of many and left entire cities in ruins. After seeing the destruction, King Ragnar of Glenbrook contacted Lord Simeon of Wolford in secret. He wished to find a path towards peace. Acutely aware of the pointlessness of war, Simeon agreed to meet, and the two began working together to bring an end to the bloodshed. Glenbrook and Wolford declared that they would not longer support Aesfrost and Hysand. They demanded an immediate end to the war and for all nations to discuss the reconstruction of Norcelia in a peace conference. Knowing that Glenbrook and Wolford were prepared to fight if they refused, the destitute nations in Aesfrost and Hysand agreed. Thus, the Salt Iron War was brought to an end. The rise of iron. It is unclear when iron production began in Aesfrost. However, records show that they wielded self-made iron weapons where others had nothing but bronze. The iron swords and arrows of the northern mountain clans easily pierced bronze shields, earning the awe of other nations. Charcoal production has flourished in the Frosty Mountains, and iron sand has been collected from local streams since ancient times. It is said that these conditions, along with the invention of bellows, led to the start of the iron industry. Iron ore is now mined around the nation, and outstanding iron products are mass-produced by their large-scale workshop and furnaces, which burn hotter than ever. Given the importance of iron in Aesfrost, it comes as no surprise that their ironworking techniques are a national secret that is rigorously protected and managed with the help of the craftsmen. For the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost to share those teachings in this joint mining venture is truly unprecedented. I pray that the realm will finally be at peace, and that the people will work together to see this new era flourish. We didn't read that. The Rosellan Uprising. The source is said to be holy ground in Hysand, and a place where the Rosell atone for their sins, the sins of their ancestors. It is also the origin of the realm's salt, but its limited access makes it nearly impossible for anyone to see what truly goes on inside. However, during the midst of the Salt Iron War, the Rosell rebelled against the Holy State and escaped, leaving behind a scar upon the goddess's statue, or so the story goes. Hysand has never made an official statement regarding the incident. Even so, investigation has shown that a group of Rosell was spotted near the Citadel of the Sand and the Wolford domain at that time. It is also an open secret that a Rosellan village stands deep within the current Wolford domain. Around the same time, Lady Orleia was also welcomed to Ironstone as a concubine of the previous Archduke Sigmund. The Archduke never revealed Lady Orleia's origins, much to the disappointment of his chief vassals, but the occurrence of these incidents is much too great a coincidence to ignore. But those are problems of the past. What is important is the fact that the Rosell and the Source possess the power to shake Hysand. If we were able to harness that power, our nation would be in a most favorable position. The Saintly Seven. The Saintly Seven, headed by the Hierophant, are the leaders of Hysand. They are responsible for aiding the Hierophant, Oracle of the Goddess, and guiding the Holy State's faithful. In addition, each saint is responsible for an important division and acts as a minister in other nations. However, all are equal in the eyes of the goddess, including the Saintly Seven. It is therefore strictly forbidden for anyone to pursue their own personal interest. The saints who serve the Hierophant are as follows: Sorcery End, Minister of Salt, oversee overseer of the source. By the way, he's dead. Exarm Marshal, Minister of Arms, Master of Military Matters. Kimsel Farand, Minister of Domestic Affairs, Protector of Public Order. Edor Delmira, Minister of Religion. Lila Viscraft, Minister of Medicine. And Tenebris Mistel, Vice Minister of Religion, Keeper of the Goddess's History. Oh, wait. Wait up! Maybe we have another one. The system of magic. Magic is a vast subject that requires advanced skills to master. To cast a spell, one must thoroughly understand the theories behind it and use the appropriate techniques with absolute precision. Magic is by no means an almighty and miraculous force. There are various restrictions on its use, and becoming a mage is a lifelong journey of learning and training far greater than that required by a craftsman or soldier. But magic opens up a realm of endless possibilities. Even now, knowing its limits is far beyond our capabilities. The research and efforts of us mages, however, unlock new possibilities and enable us to help even more of those in need. To those who wish to learn the arcane arts, I say this: a true mage is someone who wishes to learn the good that magic can do in the world. Norsalian River Ship. The Norsalia River, which runs through the three nations, it is an integral part of the realm's trade and military affairs. In the Kingdom of Glenbrook, built upon the riverbank, boats are a popular mode of transportation. Transportation and cargo ships are frequent sight. The holy state of Highsand also has many large shipping vessels for their prospering salt trade. While it is possible to go upstream with paddles and sails, it is not uncommon to see people or horses towing a boat from the shore in the rapids. In Aesfrost, ships are necessary not only for cargo, but their military as well. Their warships are clad in armor and are skilled at navigating even the river's rapids. Their naval fleet and black irons strike fear into the hearts of any who dare stand against them. Is that all? The state of the Grand Norsalian Mine. The Grand Norsalian Mine were meant to be a symbol of peace between the three nations of the realm. A grand ceremony was held to commemorate the occasion, and everyone anticipated a new era of peace coming to the land. However, the people's expectations were betrayed when Aesfrost invaded Glenbrook. Though the Grand Duchy claims that the Kingdom of Glenbrook attempted to take their mines for themselves, the mines are currently occupied by Aesfrost, and the truth remains in the dark. I risk my very life to ascertain the current state of the mines for myself. The Grand Norsalian mines are kept under strict watch by Aesfrost's army, making it difficult to even approach. I venture as close as I possibly could to confirm that the mines are indeed under operation. Numerous large carts come and go from the mines and take the mountain's path toward the Grand Duchy. The carts are all covered, but I surmise they are filled with excavated iron. I tried to get closer, but was unfortunately seen by Aesfrost's soldiers, who loosed arrows at me without warning. Thankfully, I managed to escape with merely a scratch and quickly withdrew, fearing for my life. In the end, I could not discern the truth of what was happening in the Grand Norsalian Mine, but I can confirm that the mines are in operation and an odd air of tension blankets the place. But just what does this mean? So, carrying on with the plot, on the last episode Roland accidentally stabbed Cordelia. And we don't know if Cordelia is going to be dead. Probably yes. Though the Crown City has been reclaimed, Cordelia suffered grave injuries from shielding Avlora. Maybe she will survive, thanks to the magic.
It looks like she's overcome the worst of it. Once she wakes up,
oh, that's great. So she's going to survive.
Thank you, Minister Lila. She would not have made it without you.
Glenbrook was our ally during the fight against Aesfrost. You need not thank me, Prince. My apologies. I suppose I should call you King Roland now.
No. My enthronement has yet to be announced.
I see. I shall take my leave.
Thank goodness. But why, Cordelia? Why did you shield our enemy?
For you, my heart completed. We're on the verge of finishing the chapter, I see. Well, saving the game now. And new chapter.
Overwhelmed by the forces of House Wolford, Esfrost's troops are scattered and driven from the Crown City. Glenbrook, at last, is free. Several days after this fateful battle, Queen Cordelia announces her intent to abdicate the throne and make way for another. Roland Glenbrook, his face no longer hidden from the world, will take his rightful place at the seat of power. With the prince's friends having only just finished grieving his death, and his enemies having only just finished toasting to it, this news shocks the foundations not only of Glenbrook, but of Nozelia itself.
You weren't expecting that now, did you, Archduke?
Leaving the city unscathed, House Wolford displays their martial prowess and their loyalty to their liege. The prince becomes king and condemns the schemes of Gustadolf, making known Esfrost's plot to usurp the throne. However, the people's reaction to this news is not quite a chorus of approval.
Why though?
It is plain that the ravages of war and the shame of subjugation have left an indelible mark on the once prosperous nation.
Hello, Paper. Welcome to the stream. Are we there yet? Where exactly? To the Citadel? Yeah, we made it. The city is ours.
Although the battle for Glenbrook is behind them, Serenoa and the rest of the city's
To the end?
liberators
No.
must make
No,
way
not
for
yet.
a struggle of an entirely different sort.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Glory shall find you. Chapter 14, Part 2. So the people are not happy. Come on.
Congratulations on returning to your rightful throne, King Roland.
Ah, you returned. My friend, a word.
Yes,
I am honored to have had you by my side on this journey. To be able to call you friend.
as am I, Roland.
You it.
Your Majesty, representatives from Hyzant have arrived.
So how have you been, Papo? Ready for the weekend?
We shan't make undue demands of your time, King Roland. We've simply come to say farewell.
Without your aid, my people would still be under Esfrost's iron rule. Glenbrook owes you a debt of gratitude.
Consider the debt paid. The knowledge we gleaned of Elfric's capabilities was more than worth our troubles.
Indeed, it surpassed my every expectation. The Holy One is sure to be pleased with the results.
Your Majesty, can we trust you to lift the embargo and keep Esfrost subdued?
Of course. Lord Wolford has promised his full cooperation in that regard.
Your Majesty, lest you misunderstand your friend's position, allow me to make one matter abundantly clear. Minister Serenoa is of the Saintly Seven. He is not to serve at your whims, but by the grace of the Hierophant.
I understand, but he is also a Lord of Glenbrook. More importantly, he is my friend. As such, I would ask for his assistance in the days ahead, as I have in days past.
Your Majesty, it is plain that the friendship between you two runs deep. However, the rules of politics are old and immutable.
Then what still have to do? Still have so much to do. So school stuff to do. How much of that? I mean, it's not going to take you the entire weekend, is it? Maybe an evening at most? Maybe? Some school stuff, yeah. For a moment I got blockade there. So I apologize.
And what does the Lord himself think of his new position?
Of course, I am grateful for the honor Hyzant has bestowed upon me.
So, I was reminded of your paper today because I saw a video in which a guy in Spanish asked, you know, Alexa and stuff like that. He asked Alexa how to say admire the tree in Finnish. And the way, you know, admire the tree. And the way Alexa replied is very similar to a Spanish sentence, which basically means sort of a bitch. So let me go look for it for a moment. So admire the tree, according to Google, it sounds like this.
Ihailla puuta.
And it's funny because in Spanish, if you say hija de puta, it basically means son of a bitch. So I don't know if Google is translating that correctly though.
Ihailla puuta.
It's correct. Well, basically you're saying son of a bitch in Spanish, kinda, very similar when you say that. That's impressive though.
I will do all in my power to serve both the Hierophant and King Roland with all faithfulness.
In other words, the Hierophant does not have your full loyalty.
Well,
Glenbrook and Hyzant are to be two nations united in purpose. Surely it is reasonable that Lord Serenoa acts in service to both? Perhaps King Roland and the Hierophant should discuss my lord's role together.
You are right, of course. It is not our place to assume the goddess's intent.
Ah, very nice, Benedict.
Very
well played. Well fucking
I hope to
played.
meet with the Holy One as soon as my duties allow. I expect busy days ahead for you, Serenoa. Be prepared.
certainly, Your Majesty.
Milo shall stay in Glenbrook for the time being. If there is aught she can assist you with, consider her at your complete disposal. Remember, Milo, that you are the symbol of friendship between our two nations.
But of course, I live to serve, Minister.
And with that, we shall take our leave.
May we meet again soon.
Baseworth tree is poo.
They leave us with a spy. It seems we still haven't won their trust entirely.
Whatever secrets they uncover will only attest to our commitment to the friendship between us.
Still, their actions speak volumes. Their aid has not come without expectation of just recompense. Already, they seek to make Lord Serenoa their puppet.
But we need Hyzant's aid to crush Esfrost.
By the same token, we cannot resist Hyzant without Esfrost's might. And once Esfrost is laid low, Glenbrook will have served its purpose. What then would stop Hyzant from tightening their grip?
Yeah, and upping up the tax price, because that is going to happen. Definitely certain of that.
Just as they did with the Rosal. The injustice I saw at the source is not something I'll soon forget. If you require proof of Hyzant's true nature, you need only remember.
I know. This country is my home. Built by my father and the kings before him. Safeguarded by my sister and generations of my forebears.
And this is where the Finnish gets funky. If you have words like add, in, on, etc., you add those at the end of the base word. Ah, so you add like, what's the word for this kind of like prepositions? I think that's the word, but I might be wrong. So you add it to the word to give a different meaning. Sometimes it happens the same in Latin, for example, in some words. Sometimes it's a bit confusing. Yeah. Sometimes it can get a really... I mean, I suppose if you are used to that, it's perfectly fine. But I suppose it's for someone that has, you know, languages that have those prepositions before the word you're trying to say. So your brain can actually imagine it. Having to, you know, go to the end of the phrase to say inside something, inside the tree, or I might admire the tree, or look at the tree, or something like that. I think it's it might have been confusing, but perhaps it is because I'm not really used to that kind of talk, you know. Different ways of how the language work and stuff, you know. I suppose, for example, in English and Spanish, it's more or less the same. So it feels different, but it's familiar. Because we don't use the same prepositions, but it's familiar as in how to form a sentence. Actually, if Spanish and English are basically really similar to how to compose a sentence. The only major difference isn't when you make questions like regards. I'm trying to think in English because there was one thing in particular. Like, for example, if you in English say, it is a pencil, but if you make a question is this a pencil? Which is quite similar to Spanish also, yeah, when I think about it. Because you say, esto es un lápiz. But in Spanish you can also do, esto es un lápiz, or es esto un lápiz? You know, switching some of the words, but the meaning is the same. Both of them are questions. Limiting to R3 also. So you can begin to add suffixes to the words to make it a different meaning. Wow.
I will rebuild it. Restore its glory and its pride. We will not be treated as dogs at the end of a leash.
For now, we must look within. Only after that work is done should we look without.
So, the crown city has fallen.
Yeah, and your brothers are dead.
And what of General Avlora?
She fell into the Norzelia River and has not been seen since.
How do you guys know? And Finnish has 3 structures for sentences. Explain. You can put them in any order and it's still the same thing practically. Okay. Similar to Spanish then, in some shape or form. Usually... Well, yeah, we have a free form of sentencing. Yeah. I suppose English doesn't have that as much. It's a bit different when it comes to the language English, the English language. In Spanish, we also have a free form. Like, you know, Spanish sentences are usually a form of two things, like a subject or sujeto. And I don't know if the preaching is the right word, but basically predicado, which are two there's a subject and there is an action. I suppose it's better to call it an action. So sentences are mostly form of subject and an action. But you can say the action first and then say the subject.
And my siblings, Thalos and Erica?
Dead.
They died, fighting bravely in battle. My condolences, Your Grace.
Cat is climbing a tree. I cannot. The word, it's very similar. It's basically the same. Saying puta is the same as saying bitch in Spanish. So reading that in a sentence is going to say, "Ha, you're saying puta." Yeah, like a child, you know.
I understand. I have fewer pieces on the board than ever now.
Pieces. Really is true what they say about him.
It seems I was wrong to think that Hyzant would remain idle. Or was my more grievous error to be taken in by the prince's false death? Regardless, I was a fool to show House Wolford any mercy.
Your Grace, reports from the battlefield tell of an unknown weapon being brought to bear against our forces.
Oh? Continue.
A purple explosion was seen when the bridge to Castle Whiteholm collapsed.
That bridge has weathered the elements for untold generations. We mustn't allow Hyzant to think they've won the upper hand. I intend to answer their weapon with one of my own.
Glory shall find you completed.
After retaking Whiteholm Castle, Roland assumes the throne. Joy over the return of the line of Glenbrook sweeps the kingdom. Yet not everyone is quick to welcome Roland back with open arms. Life under Frosty rule treated them well, and they suspect him to be naught but a figurehead of a puppet regime.
Why though?
Roland's absence, it seems, made room for discord among his subjects to flourish.
Chapter 15, only 5 more left. Only 5 more.
There you are, Your Majesty.
Huette.
Pray, do not sound so dismal. Now that we have retaken Whiteholm Castle, you are Glenbrook's rightful king. We've an entire kingdom to rebuild out of the ruins of war. Patriot and the others have been demanding utmost haste.
We still have Patriot with us?
I understand that, I do. But
I would have dismissed that fucker.
oh, Cordelia. If I should lose you too, I...
With its lack of systematization, right? What? So that's a great way to increase your pronunciation and, you know, to say words correctly. I suppose you have to take a pause in that phrase, in that word, because I don't suppose anyone is going to say that word with just one air. I mean, it would be possible if you practice it. Aspire your jester malisti tatamatomi the lan. I mean, I'm butchering the language because of the pronunciation, but you know, sorry, the lan sakan kohan. Yeah.
I know you have suffered many hardships, but pray do not let yourself succumb to despair. Me, our comrades, your people, all of us are eagerly awaiting the era of peace our new king will bring.
King, eh? My father never once let his emotions overcome him. Not even the day my mother died.
Must practice for A. Must practice your A. Yeah. Wait. Because I was saying it in English, right? Eparja. I suppose your A was more of a like Spanish Eparja jester malisti amatomi delanskan konan. Though the A was your A with 2 dots wasn't. Yeah, it was more of Spanish A, not the English one. It's not Esparia, but Epaya, Epachar. But your J was like an I, wasn't it? Epayariesti malisti tamatomi delans kankohan delon. Did your J has like an A, like an I pronunciation? Maybe? Like an E more than, because J in Spanish is basically the sound so ha, hey, he. It has more of that kind of tone. It's more Spanish style than English. Okay. So it's more of a sound. Spachar gester. Gestel.
I had every intention of following his stoic example, but...
That's very cool, actually. They were learning of the sounds.
Majesty, I bring word from the infirmary.
Is it Cordelia? Pray tell me she's all right.
She is indeed recovering apace, Your Majesty.
Oh, thank the stars.
It seems she has something to discuss with you all, if you will hear her out.
Of course. Tell her we'll speak in the garden, but only if it will not tax her over much.
Yes, sire.
Yes, sire.
Huette, fetch Serenoa and the rest. Tell them to come to the garden as soon as they are able.
'Twould be my pleasure.
What is it? You're smiling.
It's only... I thought it would be some time yet before I saw you look so at ease. I'll return shortly with the others.
I mean, he cares for her sister, so... Putting Google Translate and listen text to speech.
Cordelia, you've returned to me after so long.
I'm curious, so let's do it. Finish. Where is...
Epäjärjestelmällistyttämättömyydelläänsäkään hän. Epäjärjestelmällistyttämättömyydelläänsäkään hän.
Very long word.
But slow and steady is the path to recovery. Yes, there is no rush.
Well, isn't there? Because we're going to get invaded. We're going to get conquered. Or will we? Probably not. Probably not.
So that is what happened in my absence.
Yes. Gustadolf was a clever ruler. After the invasion, Patriot and his royalists cozied up to Esfrost in order to protect themselves. Gustadolf used them to his every advantage. He stripped them of their privileges and left them nothing but their governing responsibilities. I don't think Patriot much cared for that, but it did ensure everything continued smoothly, without interrupting the people's lives.
Now I understand why there was little unrest after the occupation began.
A clean, effective takeover by a well-seasoned commander.
But all the while, he was preparing to face the next conflict.
Wait, does he intend to march on Hyzant next?
I believe so. I wish I could be more specific, but the goddess's shield cannot protect the Holy State's capital from Esfrost. Not anymore. He said it will all be over once the death knell is ready.
What is this death knell?
A new weapon born from the coupling of his frosty ironworking and explosive projectiles. Thalos claimed it is powerful enough to break through the goddess's shield.
To think Esfrost is capable of creating such a monstrosity.
So much for their reign of peace. Taking over Glenbrook was only the first move in a bigger gambit to seize the source.
I am disturbed to learn of Gustadolf's plan. But rebuilding our capital must take priority.
Very well. We should investigate the extent of the damage and discuss how best to proceed from there. House Wolfort will lend whatever aid you need.
Thank you, Serenoa. But since you are one of their Saintly Seven now, I'd ask you to keep an eye on Hyzant as well.
Cordelia? Apologies. A brief spell of dizziness.
One of the longer words. You have to tell me, it's not something that is very common of use. Because it's impossible to use that word in a normal conversation, is it? I'm not going to suppose not that many people know how to pronounce that or do it fluidly, you know?
I have been looking everywhere for you, Your Highness.
Patriot.
I do not recall giving you leave of the infirmary. Your injuries are still healing. Would you undo all the trouble I went through to get you the best of care? Pray, return to the infirmary at once.
It wouldn't do to push yourself, Cordelia. Rest now. Leave everything to me.
Buenas, Endel, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo va? It's title for person in a specific field. That is a title. What the hell? ¿Cómo está? ¿Qué tal el ¿Cómo se presenta el fin de semana, Endel? Estábamos aquí hablando de el idioma finés. Mira aquí esperando el TM para que arranque el Diablo 4. ¡Ah! Era este fin de semana. Era este fin de semana cuando tenemos Diablo 4. Guiño, guiño, codo, codo.
Of the damage in the capital, my lord. It's a tad more than we were expecting.
Ah, este es el... Ah, verdad, que era para que los tienen precomprados. La semana que viene era el gratuito para todo el mundo. Sí, correcto. Sí, sí, me olvidaba de la precompra.
I see. Then we must make haste with repairs. Let's report this to Hyzant and see what aid they can give us.
Para tenerlo ya listo. Las colas van a ser impresionantes.
Was there anything of note besides damage?
There ain't an easy way of putting this, but not everyone's exactly pleased to hear Prince Roland's return.
That in English is something like this: airplane, jet turbine motors, assistant mechanic, non-commissioned officer in training. Yeah, no. No. I suppose it would be more of an assistant mechanic, and that's it. In training. Me puso 111 minutos de cola hace 10 minutos. Iba por el 70 minutos. Good luck with that. Hope you guys get inside.
Esfrost exempted Glenbrook's subjects from the salt tax. Likely a bid to get in everyone's good graces. And a damn good one at that. But more than that, the so-called freedom Gustadolf brought to the kingdom seems to have made a splash. He threw out the old ways and made it so anyone could better their lot in life dependent on their ability instead of their birthright.
Just as in Esfrost.
Then the people must have looked quite favorably upon Gustadolf's rule.
I mean, it's a good kind of rule if you think about it. So people, of course, the people on the lower strats of life or the society are going to look up to that kind of rule. Of course, it was seen favorably. Y Dani supongo que también está a tope, ¿no? Con la pantalla de carga también.
I wager folks ain't too pleased to see us, since they figure it means things will go back to how they used to be.
Roland surmised as much. We must do something to show the people his is a return worth celebrating.
Acaba de arrancarlo. Buf. Poco a poco.
Anna, have you looked into the state of affairs in the castle?
This is the longest word in Finnish. I can't figure to say it. Wow. I mean, I think it's longer than the longest word in Spanish. This is the longest. Oh my god, that is the longest word we have on the Spanish language. Let me go, because it had a meaning. I think it was the meaning of that actually is the fear of long words. Yeah, it's the fear of or panic to long words or complex. And it would be hippopotomonstrosquipedaliophobia. And the reason I know how to pronounce that is because it was one of the practices we do when voice acting and stuff. So for practicing, vocabulary, not more than vocabulary, we were practicing, diction and basically how to correctly pronounce the words. That was one of the words we would repeat constantly to not get a mouthful, because one part of the voice acting and stuff, especially in documentaries. So, news, everything is a lie. I don't know anything about science, but if I have a paper in front of me and I have to read it, I need to read it to you as if I know what I'm talking about. So it doesn't help anyone if I say hippopotomonstrosquipedaliophobia. So you have to say it, like like a normal human being would do. Hippopotomonstrosquipedaliophobia. There was a bit of a hiccup there. But basically, you have to say, like if you know what you're talking about. Hippopotomonstrosquipedaliophobia. Esquipedaliophobia. Amazing. It's a good exercise, though.
Yes. The head of the Royalists, Minister Patriot, is extending his influence. He made quite the name for himself, even under Gustadolf. Though he seems eager enough to support King Roland, he was just as eager to serve the Archduke. I do not believe we can trust him.
Distinguished members of House Wolford, how hard you are all working to rebuild our capital. What a delightful thing to see.
Minister, you do us a great honor visiting us out of all the many other responsibilities that must vie for your attention.
Oh, come now, do not think yourself so insignificant. The entire kingdom owes you its thanks, myself included, of course.
My god, I did not see the artwork of this dude. That guy cannot be a good guy. I mean, he is not, but a nobleman whose name has been known throughout Glenbrook. He leads the Royalist, a faction that supports the royal family, and dutifully tends to the kingdom's political matters as minister.
We are so grateful for House Wolford's aid, even though you now serve a different master.
We are only doing what any of King Roland's loyal vassals would.
Speaking of the king, I'm afraid we've a bit of a problem. His Majesty seems to be entertaining thoughts of retaliating against Esfrost. But the people have had their fill of war. And I'm sure you're already aware the people look upon the royal line with disfavor. I only beg you take every care going forward.
A warning.
Even so, there is naught we can do but focus on rebuilding.
Indeed. Let us return to the king and apprise him of our progress.
I would walk the city with Sheila a bit longer and speak with the people.
As you wish. But this is not the capital you knew. Be careful, my love.
I think that's the first time he calls her my love, by the way. Character stories. We have plenty of those today. For some reason. Maybe it's because it's chapter 15. Let's make a save before we do that. I suppose it has to do with the characters leveling up and stuff. Excuse me? Within the woods, a man bids farewell to his Rosullan companions. In his hand, he clutches a familiar spear. Maxwell. Indeed, I knew he was alive.
Must you go, sir?
I regret to say I must. I have been idle for long enough. But know this, I shall forever be indebted to the Roselle.
Did you like the word put? I don't like the word, I'm just saying that it's funny. Then you must like famous Finnish song called Java Puta. Good word in English. Good wood. Good wood. At least it's not morning wood.
I know not why fate delivered my battered body to the shores of your village, but I am fortunate that it did. I owe my life to your kindness. Thank you.
You'll have no doubt with us. We only did what was right. But where will you go? Safety is a luxury few are afforded these days.
The war rages still, and so long as it does, I must fight with every inch of my being to end it.
A single man can't fix this tangled mess of a world.
Ah, but I am not alone. Every moment my allies risk life and limb without me is a moment I owe them for their bravery. I must rejoin them at once.
I see there's no convincing you otherwise. Very well. But we expect to hear news of your victory soon.
I sense the world is on the cusp of great change. Change for the better. When it comes, let us celebrate its arrival together. Well met, friends. I require passage to see Lord Serenoa.
And who are you? If you want an audience, you'll have to wait behind the rest.
Wait. That cape, it can't be.
You're Sir Maxwell.
You're Sir Maxwell? It's quite a meme song. I can imagine it being a meme song. Did it went famous outside Finland? And went viral?
Lord, Sir Maxwell has returned.
What? That cannot be.
My apologies for my abrupt departure, my lord. Full glad am I to see you have managed without me.
Yeah, but why isn't... I know King Roland is king now, so he is in the capital. But why aren't we saying hello to Roland? Because he is the one that thinks that Maxwell is dead.
Sir Maxwell, you're alive.
Aye, and none the worse for wear, I hope. It seems fate would have me take up my spear once more.
Where have you been? We all feared the worst.
Avlora's fell blow cast me into the river, and its cold embrace washed away my memories, along with my pride.
Oh, you were suffering from amnesia.
I awoke in a village of kind-hearted folk. I might have stayed there, blissful in ignorance, had news of your exploits not reached them. It was then that old memories stirred, prideful memories, painful memories.
Not outside Finland, in Finland itself. Makes sense.
My purpose became clear.
We have a few of those here in Spain as well.
Or perish in the attempt. I hope that I have not come too late to make a difference.
Of course not. We would be honored to have you fight by our side.
Yeah, why don't you tell Roland?
You can say the same for us, Don Spear.
Maxwell joined your forces. And nobody's going to make a remark? Okay. Roland was really sad about this character's death. Specializes in mid-range attack, possesses multiple powerful abilities. Where is Maxwell? What level are you? Level 22. The artwork is so beautiful. Triple thrust. Deal physical damage to a single enemy. 128. Run through. Move 4 squares in a straight line, dealing physical damage to any enemies in 3 squares along the way. Physical damage to an enemy has greater range than triple thrust, but less damage. Chance to deal a counterattack when attacked by an adjacent enemy. Spends 1 TP when attacking 2 or more enemies at the same time. Oh. Single enemy. I like this. I like what he has. Probably has to offer. He has a lot of strength. What the fuck? Roland has... No, there it is. There he is. Roland also has 27 strength. But I suppose... Maxwell has a bit more of defense. and evasion. I think Maxwell is a better Roland, except for lacking... Well, it's just one less movement. It's not that big of a deal, though. Yeah, Maxwell is definitely the better... The better Roland. Just a second, please. Oh, yeah. Have you weapons that need the attention? Yes. Because I don't know why, but Maxwell decided to join the party without a great weapon. A level 1 weapon, though. I need silver. And then electrum. We don't have that much cash, though, because we have seen only cutscenes. Very well, let's see the other cutscenes of the other characters. Sorry for this slowness. Frederica decides to cook a meal for Serenoa, but even the best laid plans can go awry. So she is doing the cook, working as a cook, like Gila suggested.
Do you have a moment, Gila?
Oh, Frederica. Is something the matter?
Well, I invited Serenoa to have dinner with me tonight.
That's wonderful. Are you cooking for him?
I am. I've been practicing with the book you gave me. I was hoping to finally show him what I've learned.
Then allow me to help. What are you making?
A warm soup full of meatballs. A hearty, meaty, savory stew to tickle the tongue and sate the stomach. Or so the book describes it.
A soup of meatballs.
That sounds like quite a mouthful, in more ways than one.
The author is rather verbose, yes. Anyhow, I also want to make an appetizer. Might you be able to lend a hand?
Cooking is hardly my specialty, but say no more. I'd love to.
Oh my god. This is very Japanese in anime and stuff. Them cooking and cooking shit. The cooking doesn't go well.
Oh dear.
This is disappointing, to say the least.
And we're almost out of time. Serenoa will be back any minute now.
Steam hams! Are you going to go out the windows and go to buy the Krusty Krab?
Excuse me, Lady Frederica. Lord Serenoa has just sent word that he has been held up at a meeting. He says there is a chance he may not even return tonight.
I see. Thank you for letting me know.
It sounds like your dinner may get postponed.
A blessing in disguise. It gives us time to cook this again and do it right this time.
Lord Serenoa may not even return tonight.
But there is a chance he might. And I refuse to disappoint him. Would you help me, Gila?
Of course, Frederica. I shall do my very best to see this through with you.
I cannot thank you enough.
Let's go. High quality cooking.
The vegetables are done, though they are a far cry from perfect.
The meatballs are ready too. Now all we have to do is stew them.
Frederica, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
He came in running.
It appears we've run out of time.
I was on my way here when something urgent came to my attention. I apologize for returning so late. I know we were supposed to have dinner tonight.
I am just happy you're here. Besides, I am the one who should apologize. I wanted to cook you a meal, but failed terribly on my first attempt, so it isn't yet ready. I'm sorry, Serenoa.
Don't look so down, Frederica. I was delighted when you asked me to share a meal. Now that I'm back, why don't I help you with the food?
Serenoa.
And that's it. Helping us with the food. And sharing in a hearty meal.
Thank you again for inviting me. I'm overjoyed we could spend this time together.
As am I. I enjoyed cooking with you as well.
The time we spend together is very precious to me. I regret that my duties have been keeping us apart lately. But when I noticed the sky was even more beautiful than ever this night,
taking her to the secret spot. Oh, look at that.
I hurried home, hoping we could gaze upon its beauty together.
It's strange. When I was in Esfrost, I would look up at the same sky. But it felt so much colder there. The stars seemed as if frozen. They did not twinkle the way they do now that I am with you, Serenoa.
Aww. That's so sweet.
Frederica, promise me that you will always stay by my side. I need you. Now more than ever.
Of course, Serenoa. I wish to gaze up at the same sky, sit beneath the same moon, and walk the same path you do.
Aww.
Together. Forever and always.
That cute. That was cute. That was cute. That was cute. Next one. Eridor brushes off the subjects of Benedict's sought-after flower. But why? By the way, since you live in so warm place, have you ever seen snow? Yes.
Made it in time, my lord.
Sometimes it's... Oh my god, sorry about the screen. Sometimes it snows in the mountain, but usually you cannot go up there, and it's every time it snows here, it's always full of people. But once I went to Los Pirineos, which basically is I would name it stream of mountains, but I don't know the proper way. It was basically the mountains that separate Spain from France, and in Los Pirineos I actually saw snow, because when we went there was it was very frosty, very snowy.
Eridor, you came.
Lady Destra, your mother was loved by one and all, my lord. Honoring her this day is the least we can do. Is it just you here, my lord?
We are beset on all sides by tasks large and small. I would not impose my familial obligations on the others.
Spoken like a true leader. Me and your mother may not have been family by blood, but duty bound us just as close.
The Pyrenees, yes. I didn't know the name in English. That's why I said Los Pirineos, which is the Spanish name, basically. But yeah, the Pyrenees is basically... I went there once. Also visited Andorra. Many years ago. And when making that journey, we actually saw snow.
I am sure she would have been overjoyed to see you by my side. I never had a chance to know her. My only memories are from stories others told me. And still, I somehow can feel the warmth of her embrace, hear the loving sound of her voice.
She was smitten, that is true. She held on to you so tightly. I reckon not even the Dawn Spear could have pried you from her.
Did she?
Lady Destra's smile was brighter than the sun, and near as constant.
Here is still snowy. I bet it melts in a couple of weeks. It was the snow season, like the skiing season, right? Over there. And you were having holidays a few weeks ago, if I remember correctly. Sorry for not paying too much attention. I was just answering to some of the messages. I should put my phone away. There. I'm putting my phone away. Not looking at it. It was a skiing season not that long ago, was it, Paper?
Like little brothers. Though at times, we weren't so deserving of her care. Even so, she always had a kind word, and worry enough to spare. There weren't a woman like her in all of Norzelia.
I did not know the bond between you three ran so deep. Benedict never mentioned it.
His lips aren't as loose as mine, especially when it comes to Lady Destra. Speaking of which, here. Your mother would have loved to get one of these from you.
A snowbell? My father mentioned her fondness for these flowers. Every year when I visited her, without fail, one of these would be placed in front of her grave. Was that you all this time?
That's why a long time ago Benedict actually... Bueno, chicos, cierro el navegador que no quiero que me pete el juego. Espero que no y que lo disfrutes, de verdad. Ya nos darás feedback sobre cómo se ve. Que luego me tengo que reinstalar los drivers de la gráfica. Dale. Disfruten. One of my schoolmates is now skiing up north, where bigger skiing resorts are. Those are very different kind of tourism that we get. I mean, your friend is not a tourist, but you know. I suppose many people go to Finland for the skiing season and actually enjoy the snow there. We mostly have tourism of sun and beach because it is what we have. I was about to say the flower. In many episodes back, Benedict asked Hued if she has seen the snowbell, which is a very rare flower apparently. And now I'm getting the feeling that the snowbell was because they wanted to put the snowbell in Destra's tomb, which is a really nice gesture.
Well, not exactly, my lord.
They're quite rare, are they not? I often search for them, but I have yet to see one in bloom. Where did you find it?
Well, I made a journey down south. Benedict insisted. Apologies for my absence, my lord.
There is naught to apologize for. 'Twas a thoughtful gesture, and I thank you for it. Somehow, I can feel Mother smiling down upon us.
More than I deserve, if I'm being honest.
Huh. There's already a snow bell. Who could have...
Should have known. Nothing will stop him from his duty.
What was that?
It was nothing, my lord. Seems we're not the only ones carrying a torch for Lady Destra.
Indeed. We are fortunate to be part of such a close-knit house. And that is thanks to those who serve it. I trust I'll see you here again in a year's time, Erador.
Of course, my lord. Snowbells might capture a moment in time, but your mother inspired loyalty for an eternity.
Hewitt. While out training, Hewitt recalls a promise she made to Roland before the war began.
At it again, eh? You know, even the Dawn Spear set down his weapon on occasion.
We're at war. I cannot hope to end it by being idle.
Spoken like a true member of the Kingsguard. You lot were always too serious for my tastes.
We were not serious enough. Where is the king we were meant to protect now? What will become of his kingdom? King Regna and Crown Prince Franny are no more. Only Roland and Cordelia remain.
Well, the bad ones died.
When I think of how lonely my charge must feel, I almost feel smothered by the guilt.
If he's lonely, he hides it well. Could be that losing his princely obligations has lifted a weight off his shoulders.
And who are you to speak on his feelings? His father ever doted on Franny. He knew precious few moments of his mother's love before she passed. Even so, he tried his utmost to never show weakness in front of his sister. He was there for her in the worst of times. There was never a place near the throne for him. Truth be told, Sir Maxwell was more of a father to him than anyone.
Yeah, that's why he never gets a cutscene with Roland.
I'd like to think I have been more than his guard. Oftentimes, I felt like his confidant.
Forest path.
You and Flugy are constant companions.
As I said before, my prince, he is more than my companion. He is the truest friend I could ask for.
A true friend? I must admit, I envy your relationship.
My prince, I did not mean to.
'Tis nothing to apologize for. I simply find the idea of soaring the skies with a true friend to be somewhat romantic.
You could do the same with the proper training. If it pleases you, my prince, I would gladly teach you.
You would? Then I gladly accept. I trust you will go easy on me.
I can promise no such thing. You must become as ferocious as a hawk yourself if you wish to ride one.
That's why he uses horses.
War broke out soon after that. My promise to teach him is yet unfulfilled. So I will train, I will fight, until the skies are no longer clouded by the fires of war. Only then can I rest. Perhaps then, with the wind in our faces, we can forget our stations, our titles, if only just for one moment.
What was that last part? You'll have to speak up.
Nothing. Nothing at all. Yes, it's back to training for me.
I just love Eredor. Eredor is such an honest character, and I love him very much. Gila reflects on both Frederica's growth and her own changes over the years. High road.
It's become late. We'd best keep an eye out for bandits.
You have a warrior's intuition. You needn't worry. I won't let us come to harm.
It takes no great intuition to see that this world is falling ever deeper into chaos. The reasons, however, remain elusive. Will we see our way safely through this darkness? I cannot say.
We have naught but our duty, and mine is to Prince Roland, whatever might become of House Wolford.
I find your perspective refreshing. Although it may be direct, you walk the path you've chosen with confidence. On the other hand, I often feel that I'm fumbling. I had thought Gustadolf to be a man of reason, but now I see that he will not hesitate to employ deceit to achieve his goals.
Yes. That was no surprise, actually.
Speaking, he and I are not so different. I, too, once hoped to have the influence to change the nation. At least, I told myself so. Really, all I wanted was to be free, and Frederica was simply a means to that end. As long as I had what I wanted, I had no great concern for what became of her.
Damn, Gila, what the fuck?
Gila,
What the fuck, Gila? What?
But this war has caused me to reconsider that. I realize that Frederica herself is worth caring for. She's not the sheltered princess I took her to be. Her wits are a match even for Benedict. She surprised me and shamed me. I was wrong to underestimate her, to define her by her birth and station. She represents my greatest failures as a teacher, but also my greatest success. For she has truly taken my lessons to heart. I see now there is no shame in serving another, and no shame in sacrificing my freedom for something greater. Oh, but perhaps I've shared overmuch. For some reason, I find it easy to talk with you.
the feeling is mutual. You are not so aloof as I thought.
Aloof? Why Gila would be aloof?
Ah, I just had a thought. When the war is behind us, I may very well open my own school. Of course, you would be welcome to join me. I would be master of the classroom, and you could be master of the training yard. We could teach our students the art of hawksmanship. Our riders would be first class. Ah, what should our school be named? You will come and teach with me, won't you?
Not half so aloof as I thought.
It's a shame that this kind of scenes are not story related, and you cannot see them in the plot. They're mostly just sub things that you can watch. The former salt smuggler recounts the promise he made to his late brother. And Rudolph, my boy.
Never saw myself coming this far just to be scrubbing the decks on some ship.
Quiet. This is an important job, even if you think it beneath you.
I meant no disrespect. It's just that my brother and I always figured we'd be passengers on a ship like this.
I see. Was he fond of ships?
Not as such, no.
What's that?
It's my brother. Or rather, his ashes, anyhow.
What? You're carrying your the ashes of your brother with you?
Made a promise to him when we were still small, you see. When he got better, I told him we'd set off to wherever we wanted. Eat whatever we wanted. See things nobody'd seen. He always dreamt we'd find a paradise of our own and live like kings. But he never so much as left a sickbed, let alone the duchy itself. I'm a terrible brother. Broke my word. As soon as I saw this ship, it all came flooding back.
You needn't punish yourself. You did all you could to protect him.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words, but what's done is done.
I refuse to accept that. Nothing is ever final. And I dare say, the weather is fair enough for a short test cruise.
We can just take the ship out for a joyride? Don't we need his lordship's permission?
I am my own person and responsible for my own actions, and the consequences of those actions. Besides, I must ensure that the ship is in working order, and you deserve a reward for your labor today. I am certain we can handle ourselves if we work together.
And then they crashed the ship. They were the ones drifting the ship on the last episode. They were the ones taking control of the ship. That's why it was drifting down to the bridge. It'll make sense now.
The sea air feels wonderful. I had no idea a breeze could feel so good. You never got to go outside, you know, on account of the sickness. You just lay there, staring at the ceiling.
Oh, he's going to...
But now he can finally see the bright blue sky and feel the winds uncaged.
Is he going to release the ashes to the water?
If only one of his dreams is fulfilled, I'm glad it's this one. Thank you, Anna.
No.
This has turned into a fine way to honor his memory. He's free now.
There is no need for thanks. This is my job.
Aye, so you say. That don't mean I can't be grateful.
Hewitt brings Azana to the woods to show her something, but what could it be?
Tell me, why did you bring me all the way out here? Was something unclear in my explanation?
Well, truth be told, I was clutching to the hawk for dear life. I could not make out a single word of what you said.
Well, then perhaps it's best to simply show you.
What? Who? Oh, it can't be.
Izana, my love.
He's alive!
I'm overjoyed to see you unharmed.
You're alive. Where have you been? I looked for you. I looked.
I caused you worry, and for that I am truly sorry. I went to meet you, but on the way realized that you were being followed by Hyzant's watchdogs. I threw myself at them to serve as a distraction. You managed to escape, I see, so my efforts were not in vain.
You fool. You should not have worried about me. What did they... What's wrong? Are you wounded?
The goddess of salt has scant mercy for those who have renounced her. The marks her scorn left remind me of their presence on cold nights like this. The night I escaped, I fled to my home. However, I returned to naught but ashes, so I fled further, deep into the mountains. There I found refuge with a kindly old woman, where I've lived ever since. Until now, that is.
You asked me for my assistance, and I am as good as my word. I hope my efforts did not disappoint. I expect you two have much to talk about. I shan't disturb you any longer.
Well, bye, Hewitt.
Hewitt here explained to me how you've come to be in their service. I would give anything to aid you in your fight, but...
Say no more. Do not worry, my love. Leave everything to me. I shall bring this war to an end, so that no more innocent sacrifices are made upon the altar of faith. But for now, let me spend this night by your side.
The charge attack. Charge attack hug. Dip, 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 dip. Julius speaks to Serenoa about having a noble imprisoned without the Lord's permission. I want to hear your opinion on this scene. How well is he speaking in Spanish? It lasts about till 0:50.
Lord Serenoa, may I speak with you?
Let me go see that.
Hasta la vista, senores.
Buenos días.
Bienvenido. Somos los Resturhapuro. Tenemos reservada una habitación doble para 2 semanas.
Perdón.
Por favor, Luki, uno los suitos for me.
This is very common back in the day in Spain. Like, not that many people knew English and stuff. So you get this. I suppose it happens in movies also very much. Like when we hear someone from outside, you know, a foreigner speaking Spanish, and then it's always this dude that is like, "What did you say?" But I actually understood what he said.
Tenemos reservada una habitación doble para 2 semanas.
I perfectly understood that. So I don't understand why the Spanish guy is like, "What did you say?"
Tenemos reservada una habitación doble para 2 semanas.
We have a reservation of one room, one double room for 2 weeks. Wait, 2 or
doble
1?
Para 2 semanas.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Perdón.
Yeah. Pardon? No, he's speaking very well, actually. The other guy is actually Finnish. The guy, the guy that looks like Spanish.
Por favor, Luki, uno los suitos for me, la gruppo los suitos tu. Understand?
Sorry?
No johan nyt on. Siis minä... I'm a guide, siis opas. La gruppo from Finland, halpamatkat.
Ai jaha. Olkaa hyvä.
Mikäs tämä on?
Lasku.
Hetkinen! Vaikka siis herra puhuukin suomea melko hyvin, ette ilmeisesti seuraa.
Now they're just talking in Finnish because the other guy is also knows Finnish. For some reason. Yeah. Yeah, I perfectly understood what he said in Spanish, so it's not that bad. There's actually a lot of people here that speaks that way, and there's a lot of people, that Spanish people, that speak English like if it is just reading with Spanish accent, and it's just horrible. It happens a lot.
About that noblewoman, yes? Eridor's told me what happened.
Forgive me. I know that I should have waited for your orders before acting. But I could not leave that woman to her devices. The longer the war goes on, the more the people suffer. I imagine their feelings toward their rulers must be souring. In spite of this, that woman tried to use your name to wrest their food away. Had we let her go free, people would have thought she was acting on your orders, and their mistrust of you would have only grown. I believed we had to show them that soldiers stand for justice, and acted. I accept whatever punishment you deem fit.
There will be no punishment, for you have committed no wrong.
My lord.
Anna looked into her. It seems that woman's ill repute dates back to her days in Glenbrook. Likely, she thought to obfuscate her misdeeds in the Crown City by hiding within my troops. But she wasn't able to conceal her true self in the end. I suppose she thought to earn my favor with the stolen food. Unfortunately for her, she misjudged my principles.
Lord Serenoa.
Forgive me for my oversight in this matter. I shall take all necessary precautions to ensure nothing like it happens again.
So, you aren't upset with me for throwing a noble woman in jail?
Had I been in your position, I would have done the very same.
I just noticed something. That the brazier, you know where the fire is at down at the bottom. It's not a flame. It's more of a burst. It's blinking. The brazier down there, like, it's not a continuous flame. What the fuck? One of my favorite Finnish comedy movies. Every time I hear a Spanish thing, this comes in mind.
For her misdeeds in Glenbrook and
It had a very good pronunciation, you know.
I shall order her banished at once.
I shall order her banishment at once.
She will never again be welcome in the Wolfort domain. Let it serve as a deterrent to any others who would prey upon the common people. It is rare that I meet someone so committed to holding those of high birth accountable for their actions. I hope you will continue to do so. House Wolfort must be a house the people can trust.
Of course, my lord. You have my word.
Bye.
I knew I made the right choice. Unlike Patriat, Lord Serenoa is a man worth serving. Yes, I finally found where I am meant to be.
You have redeemed Ultima. Because you have a lot of points. Actually, there is no reward for that. But thank you so much for the support and staying here on the stream, Paper. It is time to cast the ultimate spell. And you have casted Ultima. It's a shame that you cannot put it on the chat bot. But I will let everyone know that Papo has redeemed Ultima with the magic points of 50,000. Thank you so much for the support.
I cannot rest on my laurels. Yes, I must serve my new lord as best I can.
You're very intense, Julio. So no more side cutscenes. Roland takes a step to rebuild the Crown City, but Patriot and the Royalists have other ideas. Let's see that's the cutscene of Frederica first. Frederica hears the voices of the people as she walks to the city streets. I should rise up the power points, the MP points necessary for Ultima now to make it much more higher.
There are more who accepted Esfrost's rule than I imagined.
Glenbrook's history is long. Yet, that is why hierarchy and precedent hold sway. This is a stubborn land, my lady, not given to easy change. Though Archduke Gustadolf, acting in the name of freedom, granted privilege after privilege to the powerful. For people used to Glenbrook's rigid customs, I suppose that sort of change must have been too seductive to resist.
Perhaps, but his freedom was naught but greed and cruelty.
Lady Frederica, I've been searching everywhere for you.
A Wolfort messenger. Did you run all this way? What's happened?
My lady, I hail from Castle Wolford, bearing tidings of Lord Simo.
Has he awakened?
He has. He is in high spirits and recovering well.
Oh my god, Dad!
The capital's recapture. He bids you visit Castle Wolford so he can honor you himself.
Oh, I must bring these glad tidings to Serenoa at once. How long it has been since I've seen him smile.
There is one more bit of news I have for you, my lady, but it is not so happy.
Is there some sort of trouble in the Wolford domain?
Bandits are laying waste to the Rosellan village. To our shame, Castle Wolford does not have enough soldiers to stop this. We would beg Lord Serenoa's wisdom in this matter.
The enemy must be powerful indeed. We cannot leave the Rosellan village defenseless.
Let us inform the others. Messenger, with us.
Well, well. Things are about to get interesting.
Are they, though? I don't... Being appointed to the Saintly Seven, it might not be the greatest idea, though. Unfortunately.
A coronation ceremony. Certainly there are more important matters to focus on right now.
A coronation is important to assuage the people's fears and restore their faith, besides which it is the royalists' most fervent wish. A kingdom is only truly as strong as people believe it to be, and right now the world believes Glenbrook weak. The ceremony will be a display to the contrary.
Is this truly the remedy our situation calls for? Right now, I imagine the people care only for where their next hot meal will come from.
Rest assured, sire, House Wolford will see your subjects shan't go hungry. But trust me when I say nothing will hasten Glenbrook's return to her former glory so much as announcing the return of Regna's rightful heir.
I don't trust this man.
To win your subjects' hearts, you need do nothing but ascend to your position upon the throne.
Let's kill this guy.
You mean sit my royal backside on a fancy chair?
In a manner of speaking. A king's duty is first and foremost serving as his kingdom's symbol. You needn't trouble yourself with day-to-day governance. We will assume that burden.
Yeah, of course.
After all, you have only just been crowned.
There will be no ceremony. The people will tell us what they need, and you will listen to them, Patriot. That is my command.
As you wish, King Roland.
That man is going to betray us.
Have the relief supplies been given to those who need it?
Well, we had received a sizable shipment of goods from Hyzant, but it
Complains.
seems very few of those goods have made it into the hands of the people.
And why is that?
We aren't certain, though apparently Patriot and the Royalists involve themselves with the distribution.
Damn those Royalists! They cannot be left to their own devices.
Fucking hell. Always messing up with us. Oh no, we have to use the scales. With Glenbrook Reclaim and Aesfrost dealt a heavy blow, Hyzant takes the opportunity to make a strategic move. What kind of move?
House Wolford and Minister Exham's forces have reclaimed the Crown City. And not only that, they have dealt a heavy blow to the Aesfrosti forces in killing Thalas and other commanding officers.
We couldn't have hoped for a better outcome.
Oh, to see Gustadolf's face when he hears the news. Now he'll have no choice but to come crawling to us on hands and knees, begging for salt. No.
I don't think so.
This could be our chance to crush the duchy once and for all.
Just because they're licking their wounds does not make them easy prey. They still have their iron, after all.
Ha! Iron? We can get iron. All we need do is make Glenbrook hand over the Grand Norzellian mines to us.
The mines that are not Glenbrooks, but Esfrost.
A paltry price to pay for
Sorry.
a paltry price to pay for our bountiful aid in their restoration of the Crown City.
And Norzelian mines. The spark that lit the flame of Esfrost's aggression. But why go through the trouble to seize an iron source when they have all the iron they could ever need? I should have Milo look into the matter.
Minister Edor?
Well, regardless, we control the salt. I say we bide our time until Esfrost admits they are defeated. Besides, Glenbrook seeks our aid in their reconstruction efforts, do they not?
Yes. King Roland and Minister Serenoa have both asked for help, and sent reports detailing the extent of the damage to the Crown City.
Send forth a veritable bounty. To Minister Serenoa of the Saintly Seven, that is.
Ah, yes. A show of the goddess's grace to the people, and as a wedge to drive between him and the king.
Esfrost, Glenbrook, they will both be ours before long.
Everyone is looking for their own interest. Of course. But I don't know why would they invade the other countries, though. The path before House Wilford diverges, meaning they will have to go their separate ways for the first time. Which way will Serenoa take?
Thank you all for helping to determine the extent of the damage to the capital. This information will be invaluable as we proceed with reconstruction. There is also happy word from Castle Wolfort. My Lord Father is awake. They say he is recovering apace and is already up.
Those are glad tidings indeed.
Sorry.
My Lord Father is awake.
Press the wrong button.
Recovering apace and is already up and walking.
Those are glad tidings indeed.
He says he would like to see us and hear of all that has passed while he was taken ill.
Then what are we waiting for? I'll saddle the horses.
Would that we could depart at once, but the messenger brought another piece of news.
Bandits plague the outskirts of the Rosellan village.
Jerome and his folk are there. They can handle a few mangy thieves, surely.
Not according to the messenger. The bandits are proving a formidable foe.
Which is why they have asked us for aid.
Apologies for my tardiness. It's sudden, I know, but I must ask you a favor.
Oh?
What is it?
I suspect Patriot and his royalists of filching relief supplies.
We've no proof it's them, but the fact remains. The people in most need of those goods are not receiving them.
The matter warrants investigating at the very least. And I would ask for Wolfort's assistance.
I see. Well, we were just discussing what we ought to do next. Allow me to explain the 3 courses of action before us. 1. Return to Castle Wolfort as my Lord Father requests.
House-made tuna sandwiches for evening snack. Having a healthy snack for the evening, I see. What do you add to the tuna? It's just tuna sandwiches with just tuna? Or are you adding something else? Here especially here in the Canary Islands, we have a kind of sandwich that uses tuna. But we mix the tuna with mayonnaise and what's the name of that? I think I've never said that word in English, so I have to look for it. Corn. Yeah, corn. Yeah. You know, not the entire corn, but the yellow thingies the corn has. So basically corn, mayonnaise, and tuna. And then we mix it up and add it to the sandwiches. It's a classic. It's a classic here in the Canary Island. Tuna, red onion, fine dice, mayonnaise, lemon, capers, salt and pepper, and Graham toast. Well, tuna and mayonnaise is very common here with corn. But red onion, lemon, capers, and salt and pepper, Yeah, that's a hefty sandwich.
2. Defend the Rosellan village from bandits. Or 3. Remain in the capital to investigate the royalists.
Lord Simon has recovered. What splendid news. If I could only go to him myself and thank him for all House Wolford has done. But I cannot leave the capital in the throes of a possible scandal. Too many hold the royal family in contempt as it is.
That may be the case, but now that Lord Simon has awoken, someone must make sure he is healthy and apprise him of recent events. I would go to Castle Wolford, Lord Serenoa, if it pleases you.
Yeah, why not?
My heart breaks for the Rosellan village. Let me go to its defense, even if I must go alone.
I cannot allow that. It's far too dangerous a task for one person.
Well, I would have the Wolford soldiers with me, of course. Besides, do you recall our first meeting?
Of course I do. You were being assailed by rogues at the port.
If you hadn't been there, who knows what would have become of me. But I am not as weak now as I was then. I am stronger, enough that I shall bring no dishonor to House Wolford's name. My lord, have faith in me. Let me do this.
Very well.
It seems best that Benedict, Frederica, and I each attend to these pressing matters. Separately.
Yeah.
Indeed, but the rest of us cannot be in 3 places at once. We can only choose one path to take. Bring the scales of conviction.
Frankly, I suppose Serenoa would choose to go with his dad. They cannot help but feel restless. We reclaimed the Crown City and have already begun restoring efforts. There should be no question as to what needs to be done here. Need to do new batch next week. A new batch? Of what? Of sandwiches? You having people coming over? And yet something has me unsettled.
Lord Serenoa.
We finally managed to rout the Frosty forces from the capital. Okay. Can I go out? Are you heading out, my lord? Yes. No for myself. It's a very hearty and very easy thing to do. Not time-consuming at all. I must admit, I'm deeply fascinated by you, Lord Serenoa. A lord-turned-saint who won back his kingdom from Frosty clutches and saw the prince back to his throne. I can only wonder how your people will welcome such a hero home. Pray allow me to accompany you, my lord. If I go to Wolford, I suppose Milo will be coming with me. Large HP recovery pellet. Our salt reserves are running low. We must restore trade with Hysand as soon as possible. Is one of the saintly 7? Isn't there anything you can do? If we rush into negotiation, yeah. If we rush into negotiations, we may be taken advantage of. It is in our best interest to wait for the opportune moment. Aye, negotiations ought to be done with a level head. After all, our reserves won't last forever, but will hold in long enough. I would think stores of salt nearly depleted after the trade stop. We already had some stocked up for emergencies, but Frosty army brought a whole bunch more. So the duchy has salt to spare. I suppose that really means that we're preparing for war for some time. You have put my mind at ease, Lord Wolford. I cannot thank you enough. We royalists, along with the Minister Patriot himself, are helping to rebuild the capital. We must reverse all the changes that Aesfrost has brought and see the Crown City back to its former glory. I know that there are many problems facing the kingdom now, but as royalists, I'm more than happy to take care of everything. If you want our trust, tell us everything you learn from about Esfrost under their rule. I wish I could, my lord, but Archduke Gustadolf had us doing only the most menial tasks. There isn't anything I can tell you. I should have suspected as much. There is no way Gustadolf would tell anything to those he couldn't trust. I do remember one thing, though. Prime Minister Patriot said that Lady Erica always wanted fresh fruit and wine brought to her room. I see. Thank you for the help. There used to be a cat here. By the way, no items? That's an item. Superior timber. Superior stone. We were downright cowards under the Esfrost rule. Hearing stories of House Wolfred's courage in reclaiming the capital has inspired us to do better. To think that King Roland was alive all this time. Our house has my utmost respect for helping him reclaim the capital. My allegiance to the royal family shall not waver, not now, not ever. I heard some bandits were spotted on the outskirts of a Rosellan village. Rumor has it they're led by some father and daughter duo. What were their names again? Father and daughter. That sounds like Travis and Trish. But what would they be after? Lord Cyrano, I have heard great things about you. You were appointed one of the Saintly Sevens and even demonstrated your prowess as Lord of a high house in battle. How should we royalists address you from now on? Return to Wolford until Simon has been reclaimed. Oh. Why we should bring the scales, though? Because everyone is going to get away. Both the three of these decisions can be a bit of a thing. There's not going to be a draw because the people that is undecided, they will vote for one or the other. And then they will break the vote. Oh, there was an item there. Money. And up here too. Extra large HP recovery pellet. So, I'm torn between going to help the Rosellan and remain in the Crown City and expose the corrupt royalist. If the rumors of bandits are true, then Jerome and the others might be in danger. I must go to the village and see how my people are faring. Frederica has already chosen a path.
Ah, yes?
Things are slowly settling down at the capital. Right now would be the perfect time to pay the Rosellan village a visit. The rumors of bandits are clearly troubling her. Perhaps you could help put her mind at ease? Roland has... I will remain here at the capital, but you needn't worry about me. You must decide where you need to be, friend. I'm very interested about exposing the royalist. But I'm also worried about the Rosellan village. I mean, they are bandits. I'm going to assume Frederica is not going to lose against them. But I suppose we should bring them in. Just to be sure that they are alive. Then again, if I remain in the Crown City, that would mean that we would be able to kill a Patriot. Probably. Because I'm sure we're going to have to fight them. Why not? Let's go to... My heart tells me to go to the Rosellan village. So I'm going to try and make people vote for the Rosellan village. We should look into the bandit spot near the Rosellan village. You want us to make for the Rosellan village? I said that this is the best time for that. Now is the time for Roland to show his people what the new king is capable of. We must put our faith in him and focus our attention elsewhere.
Good point.
I suppose you're right. This is a critical moment for him as king. If the people saw that House Wolford had a hand in resolving the problem, they may be hesitant to acknowledge his power. Perhaps the capital is best left in King Roland's hand after all.
Okay.
I see now your reasons for wanting to visit the Rosellan village. We don't know. We don't know if we have convinced her. The Crown City is finally back in Glenbrook's hand, but our work is far from over.
Listen, lad.
Where do you think we should go from here, lad? To the bandits. Do you want to accompany Lady Frederica to the Rosellan village, eh? Is it really that important right now, lad? I am curious as to what bandits would hope to find in the Rosellan village. They must have some gold to travel so far.
You're onto something.
It is pretty strange now that you mention it. I doubt there is anything of interest there for any average bandit. Do you think it's possible they heard about the key that'll free the Roselle? If they did, there's a chance they think it'll fetch a pretty price. In any case, I'm worried about Jerome and the others. If this is the path we choose, we best make haste to that village. Thanks for that, lad. I think you might be right about the Rosellan village. And Anna.
Lord Saranoa.
We finally managed to rout the Frosty forces from the capital. But it seems our busy day are not over yet. Now we must decide which issue requires our attention most. We should look into the bandit spot near the Rosellan village. Would have us accompany Lady Frederica, my lord? I'm curious as to what the bandits seek in the Rosellan village. They would not go there without a purpose.
Certainly.
Now that you mention it, it does seem strange. What could they be hoping to find there? Do you think that the village is hiding secrets other than this salt crystal? I suppose we won't know for sure until we ask them ourselves.
Anytime.
Having bandits in our domain is certainly a problem that concerns House Wolford, and yet... Let's see how it goes. And the persuasion phase. Approach the scales.
It is time to cast our votes. We have 3 options before us. Return to the Wolfort domain, depart to the Rosellan village, or stay in the capital. Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Gila votes for Frederica. Let's see what Eridor... Oh, Anna.
You have my vote.
After much deliberation, I have decided to let your convictions lead us.
I have faith in you.
I wasn't certain, but I trust your judgment, Lord Serenoa.
You won me over.
I've got no good reason to disagree with you, lad. You have my vote.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
And... to the Rosellan village we go.
The way forward is decided. We march to the Rosellan village and drive the bandits from the surrounding woods.
Good enough. I mean, I would like to kill Patriot, but I don't want to sell the Rosellans if they fall because of me.
I shall accompany Frederica to defend the Rosellan village.
Let's go.
I know not what the bandits are after, but I cannot allow them to run rampant over the land.
Thank you, Serenoa. I am heartened to have you by my side.
Very well. Fulfill your duty to your domain. I shall see to things in the capital.
Then I shall venture to the Wolfort domain and make our report to Lord Simon in your stead.
And this is farewell for now. King Roland, Benedict, until our reunion in the capital.
Roland and Benedict left the party. A banner's worth. Completed. Saving my game.
Here we are, the Rosellan village.
Right. Just where that book we swiped from the archives pointed us. Ooh, you catch a whiff of that? Smells like treasure to me.
So they stole the book that was meant for Frederica.
Calling this hovel a village does a disservice to villages. We'll find that fortune soon enough.
Hold it, Trish. Maybe we'd best leave this treasure be.
Having second thoughts, Pa? Knees buckling at the thought of a little bloodshed?
Now just shut up and use your head for a bit, girl. You know the story of this village as well as I. How they fled from the cruelty of Hyzant. Seems to me we have more than a bit in common with these folk. And I don't wish to cause them any more suffering than is necessary.
You're getting soft in your old age, Pa. All right, have it your way. We'll give him a little scare, grab the treasure, and be on our way.
But there's one more. My damn back is still acting up. Not enough rest since the last job. Might be even worse than last time, as a matter of fact.
Did you go to sleep and wake up an old crone? Put your weapon in your hand and get moving! The likes of us only get one chance to grab fate by the horns, and this is ours! Wasn't it you who taught us to take what we can, cause the world ain't in the habit of giving?
I know, but I...
You know what? I don't want to hear your bleating. Go rest if you need it, because I don't need you. Me and the boys will handle the treasure hunting.
Wait, Trish! Damn back.
Not very good to be stealing from a village without back pain.
The members of House Wolfort, having earned momentary respite after reclaiming the capital, decide to go their own ways. Roland remains in the capital to deal with his political opponents. Benedict returns to Castle Wolfort to visit the ailing Lord Simon. Serenoa and Frederica, having received reports from Jerome of bandits in the Rosellan village, depart to investigate.
Very well. The Trot of Thieves, Chapter 15, Part 2. Exploration Phase.
Lord Serenoa, Lady Frederica. Glenbrook is as prosperous as it ever was. And I hear we have you two to thank for it.
Glenbrook owes its return to prosperity to many, Jerome. I only hope this marks the beginning of a journey toward peace.
As do I. So, what brings you to our humble village this day?
We've received word that you've been having trouble with bandits.
And you came all the way here personally? Truly, I am moved.
You're under the protection of House Wolfort. I'm only doing my duty.
Of course. As a matter of fact, we have sighted bandits skulking about in the woods. Fortunately, they seem to be content with that.
I'm glad no one has come to harm.
For now, my lady. Doubtless they are probing our defenses for weaknesses. Although they've yet to bare their fangs, I feel their gaze on my back from time to time.
Bandits aren't known for planning ahead, but there's a first time for everything. I suggest we look into this, my lord.
I agree. If indeed there are bandits lurking about, we should flush them out or drive them away.
Very well.
That would be much appreciated, my lord. We've sent out our own search parties, but with you by our side, the work will go all the quicker. However,
I'm sure.
I understand your recent days have been filled with strife, and you've journeyed far. Allow us one night to treat your arrival with the pomp it deserves.
Thank you, Jerome. I would welcome a night free from worry.
Then we shall prepare a feast. I look forward to hearing stories of your heroic exploits.
These guys are making feast left and right.
I've got a few of those. All it'll cost you is a few draughts of ale.
Like every single time that we are here, they're basically making us a feast. Let us see how the Rosella are faring while we investigate the bandits. Money. One day I'm going to be as strong as you and protect this village, Lord Serenoa. It puts my heart at ease knowing the village is unharmed. Seeing them here and now makes me more thankful than ever we chose a path that didn't require their sacrifice. Leave the patrol to us, who will make sure they don't lay a finger on this village. Go down the ladder. Word has it that you came running when you heard there were bandits here. You're too kind, my lord. I know the other villages are on patrol, but I worried so much about being attacked that I can't sleep at night. Children's scribbles to notes. I want to look as dashing on horseback as Prince Roland. My dream is to be as beautiful as Lady Frederica. One day I'll be an even better strategist than Benedict. I want to fly on a big hawk, just like Hued. Anna gave me sweets and it made me very glad. I want to study magic with Gila. Eridor looked big and scary, but he's really strong. I want to fight alongside Lord Serenoa someday too. No! I meant to talk to him. There is a glimmering item down there, I think. Yes. We spotted traces of the bandits' campground near the outskirts. With them around, it's too dangerous to even go hunting. With them around, it's even too dangerous to go hunting. Damn it. Large Thunderstone. I won't forgive bandits for trying to pillage this poor village. They won't get away with this. Panacea pellet. I never expected you to come to our rescue again, Lord Serenoa. We were prepared to defend this village on our own, but we are 100 times stronger with you at our sides. You're all pellet. You reclaimed the capital. You reclaimed the capital and defended the Roselle. Ain't no one out there what. There no one out there that what. Is that a sentence correct? Ain't no one out there what can deny your greatness now, lad. Wouldn't it be ain't no one out there that can deny your greatness now? First time I see the sentence like that, so let's round up this bandit. Let's round up these bandits, then grab ourselves a swig of wine to celebrate. We cannot thank House Wolford enough for protecting us. We owe you our lives. Pet the cat! There's a cat there! This enchanting stone. My parents said I have to play inside the village because some dangerous people are out there. But now that you're here, you can tell me what's going on out there, pretty please? Anna, why would bandits come here? If it is money they're after, the nobles' quarters or a caravan would be much more lucrative. This is Gerard's house. Congratulations on your victory, my lord. I had you wrestle the crown city out of Aesfrost's iron clutches. We cannot thank you enough for coming to our aid during what is undoubtedly a busy time for you. If there is anything we can do to be of service, you need only say the word. Rebuilding the capital will require large volumes of stone and lumber. Would you be able to help us procure some? That won't be a problem at all for us. We can get started right away. We owe you a great debt from coming to our rescue. This is the least we can do. Frederica, seeing the village like this, I know we made the right choice. As a fellow Rosellan, I want to see them safe. Will you help me, Serenoa? The more bountiful this land grows, the better it will for all of us. On the contrary, I would ask for your help, Frederica. Is that a good thing to say? The battles of late have been hard on both this domain and kingdom. I would ask the Roselle to lend us their strength in these trying times. I am certain the people here would be glad to do so. I await the day that the people of Glenbrook and this village join hand in unity. Speaking to the old man. Obtain 2,900. Could those bandits be after the salt crystal? But there is no one who knows about it besides Lady Orlea and I. And the only crystal we have now belongs to you. We have nothing else to give. I suppose that marks the end of this exploration phase. Let's end the exploration. I should regroup with the others and see what they have learned. What they have learned.
The villagers seem to be in high spirits. I hope the bandits have been scared off for good.
As do I. It was surprising to see that despite everything, the lives of most haven't changed a bit.
I cannot help but wonder what drew their attention in the first place, however.
You don't think it had something to do with the salt crystals, do you?
How would they know? Hyzant protects that information more fiercely than the goddess herself.
Then, perhaps in their desperation, they've stooped to capturing and selling the Roselle to Hyzant.
No. I won't allow the wickedness of House Talior to run rampant again.
It was only a thought, my lady. We know nothing for certain.
Indeed, and it will serve us not to conjecture endlessly. We need to flush these bandits out and hear it from their own mouths.
Aye, but even bandits value their own lives. They won't do anything rash, so long as the odds are against them.
Lord Serenoa! Bandits! They're everywhere!
What? Suppose these ones aren't the sharpest tools in the forge.
Well, Eridor, you had to say something, didn't you?
We must hurry.
And there we have a fight. The party faces off against Trist, who demands to know where the Rosella are hiding the treasure. Saving again. Let's go. Recommended level 24, and we are 23 in some of the characters, not everyone. Oh my god, this is going to be great. Not.
Time to hand over the treasure.
Treasure? We are humble folk. There is no treasure here.
Don't play coy with us. We know it's here.
Yeah, no way Esfrost would go through the trouble of hiding this book if there weren't no treasure.
You fool! Don't go blabbing all our secrets!
A book? What book? We didn't see no book.
Not at all.
A book? They stole a book from the archives?
Use your eyes and think. If we were hiding treasure, would we not avail ourselves some small portion of it?
I suppose.
Don't let his fancy words befuddle that big head of yours! If they're just going to keep yapping on about having no treasure, we might as well drive him out and look for it ourselves. And if they get hurt in the process, they can't say we didn't warn them.
It is I who shall warn you. Cease this folly and we will not punish you. This place falls under our rule and we won't suffer bandits to harass our subjects.
We don't need the sufferance of some blue bloods. You'll regret crossing swords with me in mind. 'Tis your last chance. Hand over the treasure so we can all go home and Pa can stop his moaning about how we're so poor. Or don't hand it over and make it fun for us. We're coming for you either way.
Oh right, I forgot she has a bow. Yeah, she's a range character. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Defeat Trish. We only have to defeat her. Very well. Characters. Yeah, bringing Hosabara, that's not going to happen. Not gonna happen, my dude. We need 10 people. Bringing Gila, bringing Frederica is a must.
Please, leave everything to me.
Izana, Huet, Eridor,
Aye, can do.
my bro, Rudolph. Ian,
do my best.
Maxwell.
Understood.
And probably Medina.
As you wish.
I think we're good. The thing is... Positioning of the enemies. These guys are going to go for the upper floor, I am mostly sure. They have... Is this a wizard or a healer? Healer. Okay, they have a healer. One of them is a caster. One. But they could have reinforcements. There's definitely a lot of soldiers here. So maybe focusing on Trish is not going to be good enough. What kind of magic do you have? Scorch. Blessing of Fire. Lateral jump. Flaming arrow leap. Act again. Okay. Very well. They're going to be coming from the front and from the sides. Suppose Eridor should be here. Serenoa. Frederica is going to come to a safe spot. Ian's is going to stay here so he can more or less manage the field. Rudolph, not a bad spot for Rudolph. Huet. Actually, Huet can fly, and Rudolph might be able to get up there. As for Zana and I think those are safe spots for now. Maxwell. Very well. I think we're ready. Wait a moment. We're saving before the fight. Wish me luck. I'm gonna do this. If we kill Trish, this fight is won.
All right, come on, come on! I'll be giving out bruisings for free.
They have 3 healers.
You seek, it isn't here. Leave now and save us all unnecessary trouble.
Shut your trap. That's exactly what someone with treasure would say, and we're coming for it.
I must remain calm. I got it.
Very risky, but I'm all for risk. Fucking called it.
Here I come.
Okay. I don't suppose Huet. Shadow stitching arrow. We go for a shadow stitching arrow to this dude. Not a good start. Do not break the line. The first thing they do is break the line. I would like the enemies to go first and then me. Slumber shot?
Shut your trap.
I don't like that.
I'll do my utmost.
It was the Fury Recovery Pellet.
Here you go. For the people.
Leveled up.
Come at me. Show me what you're made of.
Should I drop? Maybe dropping down and blockading them so Maxwell can stabby stab the guys from up top. They have 2 casters along with some clerics. Eridor is not going to move.
Me too.
I shall do what I can. Allow me.
Thank you.
The damage, though, it's a bit worrying. Well, they have fire.
I fight for peace.
But I'm going to assume that fire eating.
Let us work together. We will make our ideals reality. Very well.
Maybe even the right of rain.
The heavens cry.
Wait, the healer has a steel trap.
So it comes to battle.
Um.
I've got it. I really feel like I've grown.
Point me at him! All right, it's my turn. Now don't move and this'll all be over soon. Yeah!
I shan't hold back.
Wait. Wait, where's Anna? Anna is not on my team. Oh well. Actually.
Your defenses crumble. That went well.
You've left yourself open. Forward. Now I end this.
Also, yeah, Maxwell needs to have his weapons improved.
Just as I planned.
Also, I'm going to miss Anna, I think. In this fight, for sure. Are you immune to blindness, though, Trish? No, you are not. And this will be a backstab for you.
Mercy from us. This battle is won.
I see. The battle is not going really bad, but I'm going to load because I forgot I don't have Anna in the team. And I think Anna is very necessary in this fight. It's going to be necessary. Especially with the slumping and moving around and blocking enemy positions. So I don't know why the fuck didn't I choose Anna. I'm going to remove Maxwell.
As you command.
Because Maxwell doesn't... Anna doesn't have... Maxwell doesn't have the weapons. Let's go. When I manage to upgrade Maxwell's abilities, then maybe I will put it on the team. Yep.
So it comes to battle.
I think maybe a little trap here.
Ready for battle.
My turn. Come get me. Shadows conceal me.
If we block that, then maybe they cannot reach us. Or they will reach us slower.
This battle
At least until Ian's can put a trap in there.
Try this.
Another miss from you, Hewitt. I'm not liking that. Also, maybe Tempest would be good because we do have archers, but maybe making them miss more often is going to be a good call.
Now I end this. To work.
Even though I'm going to miss a lot too.
Set your trap.
Why everyone is missing?
For the greater good.
Physical defense, fortifying.
Here you go.
I'll keep
I'm
on.
here to help.
And enchanting to Frederica.
Here you go. Do it.
Come at me. You're in the way.
You're moving? Moving up.
Shall we begin?
In this case, I suppose healing Serenoa would be a greater call. I'm putting Gila in too much danger by standing here.
This will help.
I fight for peace. Flames, heed my call for a better world. The heavens judge you.
Bow accuracy. There is a lot of those.
The heavens rage.
Okay, good thing we have a paralysis. Is Serenoa going to die? Because...
Impressed?
No, because I healed him, right. Well, he might die
I must remain calm.
if I don't stop them from doing stuff. Spring trap on this.
These work. I really feel like I've grown.
All right, it's here.
Oof.
Now, what say you to a little wheeling and dealing? Hand it over, and we'll let you go with your lives.
We'll have no truck with bandits. Continue this folly at your own peril.
Nope. Anna is staying there for strategy reasons. What the fuck is that reach, bro?
Time to take flight. Darkness engulfs you.
When a wolf is cornered.
Need to use a large one.
I need this.
It is a shame that we don't have Benedict for defenses and stuff. I'm not going to wait for him as much, but
I'll do my utmost.
is the fire going to spread through the oil?
What now?
If we can slumber the wizard.
This'll hurt some.
Nice.
It wasn't meant to end.
God damn it.
Ain't ideal. You're done.
This isn't good.
Nope, this is not good at all.
For one and all, you have my gratitude.
Coming from? I don't know why Eridor is so weak to being taunted. But oh well. Shit happens, I guess. I'm using this. Okay, the wizard is also... Fire chains.
Heed my call.
Getting away.
Ready for battle. I don't play around.
Slumber stab? Please work.
Try this.
Of course not.
I'll give it my best.
Ian's is going to stay there. I don't know if the archer can reach from me from that distance.
Count on me.
I'm going to assume that it does. Large HP.
Here you go. Appreciated. I'm here to help. Time to take flight.
But maybe the Shadow
Not
Stitch.
another step.
Why is everyone missing the effects? God damn it. I'm being very unlucky in this fight. Very, very unlucky.
I need this for my kith and kin.
Backstab Eridor? From the front? Ugh.
Something fierce. Come on. That's it.
Why is everyone missing? Do they have tons of agility for some reason? Amazing fight.
A wasted effort.
Well, bye-bye, Eridor.
My lord.
Point me at him.
Shall we begin? Be at ease.
Apologies.
Nope, he cannot do anything from that low. There are flames down there, so maybe using a firestone. This is being very unlucky.
Here I come. My pride is my shield.
Count on me.
Here you go. Have my gratitude. Another tool for
I didn't learn TP physics. Whatever that is. Which I don't know. Grant target 1 TP when using a health recovery item. Good thing. Anna is going to die. Like, no question about it.
Unite under the Wolford banner.
Ready for battle. I'll end you.
Benedict.
Let's go then.
Slumber shot. Will it refresh? Oh, that was actually a kill move. I didn't manage to heal Frederica. So maybe she's going to die because of the wounds.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Gila, my goodness.
Your wounds are. You have my gratitude. Out!
You moving?
Stay right there.
So it comes to battle.
If Thrash wants to come here, I will not deny her. They have such a high mobility. I hate that. I hate that a lot. Double items. Let's go with a large recovery pallet.
Here you go. Appreciated.
That gives TP to Frederica. That's right.
Here you go. Appreciated.
That means more spells.
Battle is ours.
We can shadow stitch, but I'll have to move. Shadow stitching to.
Not another step.
Nice. Even though I know he can taunt. Are you jumping?
So where shall we strike? To work.
You will have to cross through the entire fire road. Unless you go that way.
Shall we begin?
Spells. Can I heal Serenoa? Yes.
Be at ease.
My thanks.
One step closer to our hope.
Well, Serenoa can survive. Pillars of Fire? But I think Scorch is going to do much more damage. Because of the buff. Maybe Blazing Chains to remove this guy from here? That is not going to kill, though. I think aiming at the bowman is going to be better. If we can block all the, or, you know, you kill every single range character, they're not going to be able to do anything to us. I guess Trish is not going to go that route. She's going to stay down there trying to shoot arrows at us. I don't know where she's going to go. Just guessing. And probably she was going to move diagonal, so that positioning was awful.
For the greater good.
We can give Serenoa some buffs.
Here you go.
Even though Serenoa is probably going to die. Act again. But she has 2 turns. Yeah, she was going to move diagonal. She's going to try and come back up?
Maybe next time.
Nice one, Serenoa.
Forward.
He recovered? No, he didn't recover from the... I can move to a safe spawn. Oh no, the ladder! Welp. Welp.
We doing this?
People can say that I fucked up.
Gotcha.
And they would be completely right.
Let me heal your wounds.
I'm behind you. You have my gratitude. Flames, heed my call.
So it comes to battle.
No, the other ladder.
I can do this.
I
Ready for battle.
I am frankly not prepared for this kind of games, am I?
Maybe next time.
Double items. Range. Serenoa, even though he can survive. Large thunderstone that does 0 damage.
Try this. I won't give in. Now.
Maybe we should get Hued the fuck away from here.
Let's go then.
Shut your trap.
Your Highness.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
You guys could stop one-shotting every single character in every single stage in the game. That would be fun. I don't know. You know,
It ain't over yet.
make the game hard, not fucking cruel. God damn it, with poison. Well, Gila is dead. Dodge it. Nope.
Eludes me.
You won't be. I don't play around.
No. Not here.
What a mess.
Huh?
Here.
Here you go.
Making sacrifices here. Slumber Strike does more damage, so...
I tried.
From where shall we strike?
God damn it.
I'll make this quick. It'll take more than that.
Shame that I cannot get there. And... yeah, probably getting away is a better call. Yeah, why not?
This'll be fun.
The only downside about running away is probably they're going to be... oh. Serenoa? I mean, if it is oil, I can deal with a bit of oil.
Now what?
Well, not much I can do if she decides to run away.
I'll give it my best.
Actually,
I'll show you what I can do.
this might not do anything, but if Serenoa decides to survive, a backstab? No, it's not surviving that.
It'll take more than that.
Hello, Rudolph. I don't know what I'm doing. No one went for Ian's. I mean, Ian's is definitely...
You won't beat me!
Think you got me, eh?
I thought she was going to get away from the healers. Because if she can get away from the healers and not heal as much, it might take the upper hand. Because we only have to kill her. They are fast AF though.
Never felt point me at 'em. My time to shine.
Oh, you acting up again?
Ready.
Ah, the trap! That was there a long time ago. Yeah, this is the end.
Damn it.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we'll have to do the same thing that we do in every fucking fight, which is get a hold of a good place and not move from there the entire time. Which means unit placement is going to be a lot different. Because everyone is going to go to the back. Because we are running away from for our lives. Because this is what hard mode is. It's not fighting the enemy, it's running away and stale them. The longest that you can. The longest that you can. We need to tail the enemy. As long as we tail the enemy, we are going to win. God damn it.
Whatever.
Come on, Ians. Putting a string trap here, just in case one of them decides, yeah, getting up here.
Ready for battle.
Giving Ians something to do. We're going to take cover.
You won't.
Come on, be faster, dude.
Here I come.
I don't know why, but the AI takes a fuck ton of longer. Fuck ton of time to decide to do the simplest things. Arrow!
Defeat is not an option.
Not at all.
We doing this?
Yeah, we are. Riddle can wait though. Everyone throw in oil, because that's what they do.
For the greater good.
I'll take you on! To victory!
Come on, dude. Don't take so long.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Taking so long just to throw oil at you.
I fight for peace.
Yeah, I knew that Federico is not going to have enough distance.
My time is now.
Neither is Zana. We can wait here. You're going to climb down, up, and then fall down.
I must remain calm.
Nope, we're gonna spring trap here because I know the archer is going to come up. We need to gain a turn. You know, stale them, but just like I said, most of the enemies in this game you need to stale. We're going to move Anna here, at least for now. See, that archer is going to fall,
Where shall we strike?
and then we'll buy ourselves some time. Serenoa is here. Serenoa can handle a few shots, so I'm not worried.
Maybe next time.
Very good. Okay, does anyone need TP? If anyone that needs it is... And right now they're not going to give me any TP, so maybe Poison Pellet. Oh, you use a Poison Recovery Pellet to use this. She uses items every time she uses a skill. I'm going to increase Serenoa's evasion.
Here you go.
Much appreciated.
She needs to level up a bit, though. That's why I'm doing this. Shadow stitching. I don't know, this guy, maybe?
We doing this?
Rudolph is going up. Slumber shot the tank. I don't want Eridor to be taunted now. We don't need that. They cannot move. You might put all the oil that you want, but you cannot move. That was bound to happen.
I shall do what I can.
Gila cannot reach. Eridor is perfectly fine in fire, thanks to the fire eating. Going to jump and go straight to the... Oh, it's sending oil. Okay. Okay. I thought he was going to go for the...
My time is now.
For this lady.
The heavens rage. The heavens bless me.
Okay, paralyzed. Everyone is going to go for Eridor now. That's good, because that is what I want.
You won't beat me.
Eridor is going to absorb fire for three turns. Counting this, so 2 more.
Allow me.
That actually could give him some sustain. So let's cast Scorch here.
2 ashes.
And have Eridor be burned to the ground. Whenever you want, Ians.
Make way. I don't play around. That word.
My goodness, the damage.
I've got it. I really feel like I've grown.
We are on the ladder, so the archer is not going to come up.
We must tread carefully. You won't be
Whatever it takes.
Double items, large,
Here you go.
and a large one.
Here you go.
Thanks.
For the people.
Defeat is not an option.
I know enemies can jump. And I'm going to assume that Serenoa can handle. I mean, if you have a guy that poisons you. Wait, those guys cannot jump here?
It isn't over yet.
Can't be right. The HP recovery pellets, the small ones, are a waste. I suppose it's good to building up TP and some minor injuries. But aside that,
Close, but not quite.
Let me heal your wounds.
can we... Okay, healing you, Ed. No! I didn't want to... Well, it's a no biggie.
Let's go then.
Okay. First enemies that we have to deal with are the archers. Fucking... never missing.
Me too.
Point me at him. Now, what say?
Now she's going to have a bad time because she cannot hit us from that height. If that man is going up there, I'm going to... Yeah, they could jump twice. So they coming. Right of lining on the wizard. Also, wizards take priority.
Come at me.
Allow me.
Federica can wait a turn. Jump 2. The thief might be able to jump. But I mean, it's a bowman. Probably not going to do it. Unless it's about to win territory. The guy with the club is not going to arrive to us anytime soon.
For the honor of House Wolford.
Not moving from the ladder. It's going to,
I need this.
you know, heal him. Heal.
For the greater good.
Can we poison? No, we are too far, I think. Can you poison Trish? No, for some reason you decided not to poison her.
Close, but not quite.
Thank goodness we increased the evasion.
Let's go then.
Slumber shot on the bandit. Battle mage. Probably going to be healed by the... shadow stitching. I'm coming handy.
Take aim.
If it works, yeah, it worked. Nice.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Does anyone need healing? And I could use some healing, and Serenoa could use too. Serenoa. Because he is tanking the big of it. Eridor, how is Eridor doing? I forgot about Eridor. But I mean, with every fucking enemy being stunned and whatnot, I'm going to assume that he is mostly fine. Yes. Maybe we should recycle the fire eating.
Let us work together.
So he gets a bit more sustain. Ian's turn should be coming soon.
Very well.
Oh my god, the battle mage is going to survive? How can he survive that?
I'll take you on.
Just an HP recovery pellet. He cannot reach to heal the battle mage. Okay, Anna is there. I'm not worried about Anna.
It's time.
Ian's put a spring trap. Well, the other guy fell down, so maybe a spring trap here is going to be better. Even though there are enemies below, so... I'm so afraid because these guys taunting can mean our deaths.
Unite under the Wolford banner.
Point me at him. Here.
Maybe next time.
Count on me.
Here you go.
The tides are turning.
I mean, she leveled up, so... Ooh. Well, the battle mage is no more. We don't need to worry about spellcasters. The archer, though... And we should be focusing on this archer as well.
Darkness engulfs you.
Let me heal your
Is that the only way he can reach us? Yeah, Eridor is fine. I suppose Gila can stay in this place for a moment. With a sanctuary, in fact.
This is what I do. I appreciate it.
And heal both of them. These guys are not going to move because of the fire. Is this a good call, though? No. I mean, I could move here. If I move here, I could potentially blockade this, but then Anna would be a sitting duck.
My time is now.
Azana could use TP, so staying in the back. Maybe we should heal Azana in the next turn. But Arika can't do anything right now.
I've been waiting for this.
And Eridor still has 2 turns on... I mean, there's one and one more turn in the buffing. Okay, they're coming for him. Okay.
Me too.
So it comes to battle.
Who he healed?
For the honor of House Wolford.
Oh, maybe she healed Trish?
To work.
Slumber shot on the bowman. Nope, didn't work.
For the greater good.
No, actually, I would move after this. So
Here you go.
healing Zana, mostly because I want the TP point. Shadow stitching.
Not another step. I will fight to my last breath.
I mean, that healer is going to be able to heal himself, so. Anna moves a fuck ton. Really, I do not reach. I suppose it's waiting time then.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Be at ease. Let me show you what I've learned.
Time to scorch the ground.
Maybe next time.
Are you sure you want to shadow stitch me? Because frankly, I don't want to move.
My time is now.
Rite of Lightning on Trish.
The heavens rage.
Come at me! Me too!
Defeat is not an option.
I want to move Serenoa so much. And I cannot do it. Maybe she's going to try to move. She moves diagonal, so. No, the ladder!
Guard down there, well.
Wait, what?
It ain't over yet.
Ready.
Why did you do that, though? Can I get a backstab from here?
I strike true.
Nice critical. But that was using high ground. Anna? Yeah, cover me, Anna.
Count on me.
We might be able to send Anna, though, to kill... yeah. Oof. You wait there.
Battle is ours.
Yuet should be moving. Also trying to secure the kill.
Take aim. This battle is won.
She's not moving from there.
Close.
This might be Yi.
Cool heads shall prevail.
How many turns? Serenoa doesn't have the buff, so why is he glittering? Anyways. Oh, wait, Erenor was actually hurt this turn.
Thank you. Defeat is not an option.
On the convictions banner.
Under the Wolford banner. Aye, to lead.
It would have been amazing that depending on your decisions, that attack would do different stuff, you know?
Very well. The heavens ring.
Because it represents the convictions of Serenoa, so it would make sense for it to be like his doing different stuff because of his convictions.
I must remain calm.
And this should be it. And the next turn that I do damage, that is. No, not moving. You stay there, Anna.
I'll do my utmost.
Rudolph, please. Let it be your turn already.
To work.
Slumber shod. Nice, GG. The game is easy.
Swine herder. I can't go back to Pa empty-handed.
The game too easy. Red anklet. Well, the red anklet procced, I mean. Very well. Parchment and Medal of Valor. A Medal of Valor. GG, guys.
It's over. You've lost.
No more of your little tantrums. Leastways if you like having your neck attached to your head.
Kill us if you want, you bloodthirsty bastards! We're getting that treasure! Mark my words!
Trish, stop this madness.
Pa? I told you to stay put!
And let you throw your life away? You always were too hot-headed for your own good, girl. You have my apologies for this whole mess. I'd ask you to spare our lives. But I know how the world works. Can't let bandits think they can raise and pillage with impunity. You need to make an example out of us. So take me, hang me, behead me, whatever you please. Just leave my daughter and my people their lives. I beg you.
Have you lost your mind? I was the one who led us here. Me!
Didn't expect this from the likes of you lot. I suppose even the most unsavory of us has love for their daughters.
Love her I do. Aye. She's got a bit too much of my foolhardiness in her, as you can see. She's in such a fervor to find this treasure so I can live my final days in comfort. Can't blame her for looking after her old man, can you?
Stop talking, Pa!
I'm the head of our band of ruffians, so if anyone deserves to answer for your sins, it's me, and me alone. From one leader to another, once again, I beg you, spare the others.
Then let's make a deal.
What sort of deal?
We shall pardon you and your kin and allow you to work in the Wolfort domain. But in exchange, would you serve House Wolfort?
Serving us? They're joining us? Maybe?
I would like you to help us find the treasure in this village.
Frederica.
I apologize for deciding this on my own, but there is some merit to this.
So you believe a treasure exists?
Of a sort, yes. It may be related to the salt crystal. We should at least take that possibility into consideration and investigate further.
Yes.
So you're saying this treasure might help everyone, not just the lucky few? If that's the case, then I'm happy to shake to that. Take me instead of Pa, or we're like to be as old as he is before we find the treasure.
Stop with the bluster. I'm as spry as a... Ah! My cursed back.
We all know about your back, Pa. Now go on and rest. The young blood'll take care of it from here. There comes a time when a daughter's got to pick up her pa's slack, and that's now. I won't hear another word on the matter.
You'll be the end of me yet, girl.
Like father, like daughter.
Do you find this agreeable, Jerome?
I do. There was no harm done to my village or my people.
Yeah, but ours was.
Let's get started with the search, shall we?
Very well.
Yes, my lord. Leave it to me.
Trish joined your forces. Only Trish. Because her pa is actually... does have a backache. Well. Never met loot she didn't love. A leap across large distances and acquires spoils on contact. It's actually a really great passive. Not having to stand on them, but actually just move around and pick them up. Probably not in a real battle, but for mock battles and farming, yeah, that's cool. Anna searches. Okay, so guys, we have to call it an end here. This is it for today. It's been a quite an interesting run. We're going to the encampment and then I'm saving in the encampment. Very good. Okay. I will try to work on the passives and leveling up the characters because it is a shame that on hard difficulty many of the battles are basically stalling the enemy while you do the work and fortify your defenses. I would like to play a bit more on the aggressive side, but the enemies do so much damage that that leaves that out of the question, because Eridor being surrounded just means that he is going to die. If not in one turn, it's going to be... If not in an entire round, it's going to be in 2 rounds. And that's a shame. It's something I don't like about this difficulty, but... Well... I suppose... we'll have to do what we have to do. Very well, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Pepo, thank you so much for being together here with me on the stream. Endel, muchas gracias por pasarte. Espero que estén disfrutando mucho del Diablo. Y espero que pasen muy buena noche. Hope you guys spend a good night. Now that I'm here, I'm going to try and make a raid. Because I see that we have 5 people. Seems like a decent number to do a raid with. So, thank you so much for being together here with me. If you guys would like to join the Discord, you just need to type !Discord. I'm going to do that myself now. Discord. So there is a link there, so you could join, and I mostly use it to let you guys know when I am online. I used to do that with Twitter more than Discord. But I think Discord is more reliable, more close to home for many people. So let's see if anyone else is doing Octopath. No, Octopath? No. Sorry. Triangle strategy. Is anyone else doing this? Aside from me, I mean. There's another person doing it, so why not? Let's do another... Let's do a little bit of a raid. Well, wait. This person might not be. Just wait for a moment. This person's name is Roland.
Oh, really?
Infinite rush combo? Yeah. Infinite rush combo is really boring.
That's why you said something.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go. Let's go raid this person. Raid. Roland. Wait, is this alive or is this a... Yeah, let's go. I know. Well, guys, I'll be seeing you on the next episode. Take care. Have a great weekend.